What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Dragonflight Goldmaking video. So today we're taking a look at another shuffle. I know we've been doing quite a few of these recently, but I want to show you guys that there are multiple shuffles in the expansion you can do to make some very simple gold. And also one of the reasons why I'm doing several of these is that I can now show you several shuffles that you can do so they can stack on top of each other. So not all the shuffles will instantly be selling, but if you do all of them at the same time, you can now start selling 3, 4 or 5 different items at the same time, constantly making profit and just generating in-game cash flow 24/7. So hopefully by utilizing these shuffles you'll be able to make a truckload of gold and just have steady gold coming in all the time, and all you're doing is buying something from the auction house, clicking a button or two and then reposting on the auction house. It is super simple, and I'd like to base my actual shuffles here on something that has insane sell rate. So you can obviously, if you have tailoring for example, you can buy in some wilder cloth and just make the actual, if you go all the way down here you can make some professional equipment and professional garments. That is also a very good profit margin when you craft these. So if I can just find one, if you do the gardening tool for example, this one will cost me right about less than 100 gold to make, way less as well, probably closer to 70 gold to make, and it's selling for 750 gold on the auction house right now. And the same thing goes for, I think it's a chef's hat, which is used in a daily right now. So yeah, this one is costing me about 20 gold to make, less than 20 gold to make, and it's selling for 877 gold on the auction house. That is not the shuffle for today, by the way. I just wanted to get that out of the way to show you guys that you can make a lot of gold with professions. Let's talk about the shuffle. Before I show you the shuffle though, I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone who supported me through the Dragonflight Gold Guide as well. And if you haven't picked it up already, this is a 170 pages long PDF document for gold making in the expansion, and you also get access to a private Discord server with early access to videos, where we right now have 2 absolutely insane shuffles, one of which is somewhat game breaking and can be fixed any single day now. But yeah, we have some more shuffles over there. You have early access to videos, guaranteeing you more profit before the videos go live as well. So if you want to get something extra back for supporting me that extra step, then there you go, check out the gold guide, the link is down below, and you can also use the code Solheim by the way to get it for half price. With that being said, let's take a look at the shuffle itself and what I'm doing to make gold here. And once again, this is a shuffle that I'm just doing on a daily basis and just crafting a few of these to make a ton of gold. So for this we need to have inscription, and you actually need to have quite a few inscription knowledge points, but you can get a lot of them very fast. So you can see right here I haven't even done my weeklies this week, and I still have the points that I have. So for example, I'm still missing 2 weeklies for inscription, but yeah, you need to have 70 points in inscription, or you can have 2 different scribes, so it's 50 with the 30 points each. That also works out. So you want to have this one for example to 10 points to unlock a sub-spec, and actually you just need to have this one at 20, not 30. I just have 30 so I can get the +5 skill here and plus some resourcefulness from the actual rune mastery, and also +1 skill per point spent. But you will need to have 60 points if you want to do this on one character, or 30 points on 2 separate characters. And we're using this because this one right here gives us more stuff while milling, so it gives us resourcefulness while we're milling herbs, which means that we now have a higher chance to save the herb we're using while milling pigments. This just means we're making more gold from milling in itself. And now we're using this next one, which is the flawless inks. This one will give us inspiration and multi-craft while crafting inks, and the last one will make it so multi-craft now grants up to 50% extra inks. And we also have some tools, so I tried to get the scribe's fastened quill with multi-craft, but there's only one on my auction house right now, so I can't get this one with multi-craft, so we're just using resourcefulness. But if you can, try to get this one with multi-craft if possible, and get the +79 one. The other 2 professional accessories come with predetermined stats, so you can't choose them, but this one comes with resourcefulness and crafting speed, and this one has inspiration and multi-craft. So when I hover over, for example, any ink right now, we will have a 5% chance to trigger a multi-craft, which through our previous spec now can grant up to 50% extra ink while we're crafting. We also have 10% resourcefulness and also 11% inspiration. That being said, the ink we're taking a look at today is we have the flourishing ink that we're crafting crafting today. We can make this into, for example, burnished ink later as well to make some profit that way. That was very profitable back in the day, but right now that's not too profitable. But the flourishing ink is actually super profitable. So for this one, you want to have 2 shimmering pigments and 1 flourishing pigment. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be sending the shimmering pigments that I have away right now, so we can buy everything from scratch and do an experiment, try to spend like 20,000 gold on pigments or on herbs, then milling them down, crafting the pigments, crafting the inks, and then selling them for profit and see how much we make. So if we go back to the auction now super quick, you can now see that we need 1 flourishing pigment, well, but 2 shimmering pigments, and flourishing comes from with the bark, and shimmering comes from the Hoken blooms, for example, which are very cheap. So we need twice as many, Hoken blooms as with the bark, and Hoken blooms are very cheap. But let's see how many with the bars we can buy. And if we do, for example, a tier 1, a tier 1 is the same as tier 2, so let's just buy tier 2 instead. Tier 2 is actually cheaper, so that's very interesting. We are going to be trying to spend, let's just spend 49k. If I buy 220, that's going to give me 1000 gold back, so I can spend that on the other herb as well. So Ridderbark, there we go, spent quite a bit on that one. And now we're going to be looking for Hoken blooms as well, Hoken bloom, and we're going to be buying, we need to buy 400 Hoken bloom or 440 Hoken bloom just to be on the safe side, so right about there. And now we have spent a little bit over 50,000 gold, but I'm going to count it as 50,000 gold just to make sure it's as bulletproof as possible and showing you all the profits that are possible here. So now we're going to go to the mailbox, get these ones, and I'm going to be milling them. I'm not going to be showing you the entire milling process because that's boring, but I'm going to be milling all of these ones and these ones, not the other ones right here. I don't know why they're here because they're no longer in my bags, but there's a bug happening right now. So yeah, Hoken bloom 440, milling 88 of those, then we're also milling 44 of the Ridderbark, BRB. So before I start crafting the inks, you can now see that we have 151 of the flourishing pigments, and we also have quite a few of the shimmering pigments as well. So we can now craft 151 flourishing inks, which will give us 60. Well, it's going to give us a lot of these. We're crafting 151, but we're crafting 2 of them. So you're going to get about 300 flourishing inks, which will already, should make us profit already. But then we can also proc multicraft. So I'm going to be creating all here, just to see exactly how much gold we make by creating all from this, and see how much multicraft we're procking as well. In theory, right now we should be sitting on, we should be getting 300 flourishing inks. So anything more than 300 is from the multicraft procs. We also have some resourcefulness, so every now and then we can save some materials while crafting. So I'm just going to be recording right now in the middle. You can see we procced 1 multicraft proc, and that gave us 9 inks instead of 2. So just by getting those base multicraft procs, you can get a lot of extra inks just by having multicraft. So once again, this is exactly why I'm telling you to try to get the Scribe's Fastened Quill with plus 79 multicraft instead of resourcefulness, because getting that massive 9 proc right there will increase your gold from this by quite a bit. So if possible, get the Scribe's Fastened Quill for plus 79 resourcefulness, and for plus 79 multicraft, and you can enchant this as well with multicraft. I haven't done this on this character because once again I am looking for a Scribe's Quill with multicraft, and I just started doing this a couple of days ago. And this week right now we have the quest happening, the weekly quest for inscription, where people, I think it's inscription, you need 2 of these, so they're going super fast. I'm playing on a somewhat low pop server, so these are going super fast and I can't find them. I could create them for myself, that's going to be a massive cost, and I'm already making profit from this, so I'm happy either way. Okay, let me just keep creating, and I'll be back in just a sec to show you the full profit from the entire shuffle. And just know that once again, by getting the Scribe's Fastened Quill with more multicraft and enchanting with multicraft, you'll be making even more profit. It's also, everything we're buying and selling here is from the region-wide auction house, so what I'm personally making in profit, everyone on Europe will make in profit. There's no server things here, no server specific, it's all region specific. So I'm making this exact profit on the entire region-wide auction house on Europe. So upon making the last one right now, we have ended up with 340 42 flourishing inks, and if I just go and try to sell those on the auction house at the current price, that's going to make me about 56,000 gold. So 6,000 gold profit on a 50,000 gold investment. It's not like it's going to be something massive, but once again, if you just added this on top of the other shuffles we're doing, we are making a lot of like passive gold, and we're shuffling high selling materials into high selling materials. People need this ink right here. Like if I can just go back right now, we're going to be selling this one for about 11%, 12% profit every single time we do this, and you're basically creating an ink that is then further used in creating more inks. So it's used in crafting the burnished ink, which is then further used again into crafting cosmic ink. So then you have burnished ink and serene ink. So you're crafting an ink that people just want to skip the part of having to mill the herbs themselves, and they will gladly pay you a little bit extra for doing that job for them. So it's a perfect way to just make some extra gold while you're going AFK, or if some of you have a second account like I do, then you can just do this for some passive gold over time. Just like to add to your actual gold when you're doing other stuff. And once again, I do recommend getting the Scribe's Fastened Quill with plus 79 multi-craft instead of resourcefulness, and then enchanting that tool with multi-craft as well, and that should increase your gold, your profits from this by quite a huge margin. And I would not be surprised if you get 20% profit from this, and once again you're shuffling a high selling material into a different high selling material instead of shuffling into, for example, professional equipment, which yes has way higher profit margins, but is also way more competitive, and also there's a lot less sales. So more competition and less sales. It's not really a market that I prefer being in, but hey yo, that is a shuffle though. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, just trying to show you guys how I'm making some gold, and it's not like it's going to be massive, but it adds up over time. I hope it gives you some ideas on how to make gold, and once again, if you want to replicate everything, then go for inscription. You can set up a brand new character right now. You need to have 60 points in total if you want to do everything on one character, or you can have 30 points on 2 characters. I'm telling you right now though, by following my professionals video that I made like a week ago, so it's going to be like the 10th most recent video on my channel, you can get to 60 points in inscription in less than 2 hours. So follow that video if you want to get more professional knowledge super fast. Either way, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, plus we're having a giveaway, so just subscribe and you're entered into the giveaway too. We're giving away 1 million gold every single week of December leading up to Christmas to a random subscriber. So all you have to do is subscribe down below, then join my Discord server through the link down below, and then make sure your name on my Discord server is the same as your subscriber name, and I will randomly pick one person every week and just send you a message and get you the gold. Okay, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.